Today, we are talking branding because if you want to attract customers, you have to stand out. But if your brand looks like this, ain't nobody gonna be knocking down your door trying to give you business. But don't worry, because today we're gonna go over all of that so that you understand exactly what your branding should be about, and that way it stands out. I did not mean to make that rhyme, but that was pretty awesome. So in today's video, we're gonna go over what a brand actually means and how to make it work for you, how to build a strong brand aesthetic in 2 easy steps, and the number 1 mistake you must absolutely avoid when creating your logo. And then over the next few weeks, I'm gonna teach you how to run really cheap Facebook ads, but your ads will not be successful if you don't have your branding on point. So that's why we're going here first, because branding is so essential. All right, let's get right to it. So what is branding anyway? Branding is your logo, your colors, and your overall feel and aesthetic that lets your customers know when they see it, hey, this is who she is and this is what she's all about. Really, a brand should do both of those things. It should register in your customer's mind that every time they see that font, those colors, this feel, they automatically think of you and they know what you're about. So if they've never seen your brand or your logo or your colors before, they can look at it and be like, I have an idea of who she is and what she stands for, because her colors are soft and relaxing. So she must do something that causes calm and peace. Or, wow, her colors are vibrant and exciting. She must be energetic and encouraging. You really want your brand to both identify you to all of your customers and identify what you are about to those who haven't met you yet. So now let's talk about how to build that brand aesthetic in 2 easy, simple steps. So what you want to do is first go to Pinterest. I am telling you, Pinterest is just a giant inspiration funnel. So head to Pinterest and type in the feel of what you want. So you can type in some colors, you can type in what it is you actually do, or you can just type in a feeling like cozy or warm or vibrant or hot pink with some pizzazz, whatever it is you want. And then you will start to get a bunch of different images. You can also type in any of those phrases I just said and add mood board to the end, and then you'll start to see colors that actually flow together really well. So that's step 1. This is just getting your brain going. You're getting some ideas of what you want your brand to look like. You're finding some words that you identify with and your business identifies with. And when you search it on Pinterest, it's going to inspire you. And that's when step 2 comes in. Now I want you to take out a journal and I want you to write out every single thing you can think of about your brand. What do I mean? I want you to write out how you want people to feel the moment they walk in your door. Maybe you don't have a brick and mortar. How do you want them to feel when they land on your website, when they see your social media, when they see you? What is the feeling that you want to radiate from their soul? Is it excitement? Is it knowledge? Is it learning? Is it calm? Is it peace? Is it comfort? Is it a healthy, healing body? What is it that you want them to feel at their soul, at their core, anytime they see anything you create? Because you're going to use your branding in everything you create. Your logo, your website, your social media, your brick and mortar. You want every single thing that you create to reflect your brand. Otherwise, it'll be confusing and chaotic and your customers won't really know. What is she about? Is she about hot pink and excitement, or is she about this calm, cooling river? I don't know. Those 2 don't match, right? You need them to understand who you are and what you're about in everything that you do. And because you're doing this in everything that you do, you better be freaking in love with your brand, because otherwise you're going to be like, oh, that hot pink color is getting pretty old, if you're not in love with that hot pink color that you chose. Does that make sense? So get really, really clear and intentional about how you want your brand to make people feel, what you want it to look like. And I'm telling you, journal every single thought down, because it's also really cool to go back and look at that journal and see how it's come to real life. I have a cousin who opened a barber shop, and before she did, she journaled every single detail of that barber shop, down to the decor and exactly like what the tile would look like and how people would feel when they came in. That is the most important part. And I am telling you, more and more people, every time they would come in, would say, "Oh my gosh, this feels like a second home. I can't believe how comfortable it is here. I feel so welcomed." When she went back at her journal, those were the exact words she showed me. She said, welcomed, comfortable, a second home. Those were intentional words that she put in her journal. And it came to such a reality that her customers were repeating her deep desires that she wrote in her journal. That is what is possible for you, but you have to do the work. It doesn't take that long to sit and dream. Let yourself do it, because the more intentional you are and the more detailed you get, the more your brand will come to life in the exact way that it's supposed to. Now about that logo. There are some things that you absolutely must avoid when it comes to creating a logo. Because if you do these things, then your logo is just going to get lost in the blended sea of all of the competitors who do the exact same thing as you. And we cannot have that, because we want you to stand out. Because when you stand out, your business succeeds. But if you look like everyone else, then ain't nobody clicking on your website or your social profile or your anything. We want to fix that so you do stand out. Because the logo is such a big deal, I recorded an entire separate video. I was going to make it one, but I was like, no, this needs its own heart. So this video here goes over the entire logo process and how you can stand out amongst your competitors. You need to do this so that you have success. You're welcome.